Hello everyone, this is DavidViadel23 and welcome to the Mandragon's Cave. Today we are gonna be drawing Van Auger from the BlackBeard pirates. I'm gonna kind of jump into this conversation about Van Auger because everyone is talking about it at the moment. We've seen him in the latest episode for the manga, and it was an unexpected surprise. Everyone was expecting Lafitte. I myself, I was expecting Lafitte as well. Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about Van Auger. First of all, Van Auger is the sniper from the BlackBeard pirates. Okay, so he is basically his design and his reference for character is from this movie film, this movie called Baron Munchausen, and this is a story. And Adolphus, it's exactly looking like him, this type of cape, this type of clothing, the hat is the same, the type of rifle, a sniper is the same as well, this kind of Victorian, steampunk looking. And yeah, it is said that that character can shoot a bullet halfway through the world, something like that. Very nice design. I watched the movie, it's a recommendation, it's a very old movie, but it's very nice about fantasy and about powers as well. So I think other characters as well from One Piece are taking reference from this movie. So yeah, so this character Van Auger in One Piece is called a Supersonic because apparently it's very fast. So his introduction is basically when we are arriving to Mocktown, before going into Skypiea and everything. So we are approaching the island, and before Usopp sees the island, 3 seagulls fall dead on deck. And then we see Van Auger on top of a building that I'm trying to depict that moment with this drawing today. And he talks about the fate. Oh, I'm very sorry about this, so sad, because one of them, he didn't die because the shooting, and they're suffering. So this guy talks about fate, talks about the destiny and all these things. So it's kind of a little bit of a mysticism character, and it makes it very interesting because in this appearance, in this episode as well, he's kind of always very poetic, very mysterious, very interesting character. So what I wanna talk today, he's very long, so we're gonna make him very long legs like this. He's very tall. I think he's 3.40. All the characters in the characters from the beginning, Jesus Borges, Doc Q, BlackBeard and him in Mocktown, that they come to all of them together in Mocktown, they are around the same size, 340, and that is massive character. They are like 2 times Luffy or Zoro, you know. So that's why I wanna do very long legs like this. He's sitting on top of the building, and then he has the rifle sitting here. Rifle needs to be maybe a little bit longer, but basically it's gonna be very long. Doesn't matter if we go out of the screen in this one, because I want to depict that it is massive rifle. It has like a circular thing here, and the shooting mechanism. Very interesting, very beautiful. I love steampunk, and this character, yeah, it's very interesting for me. I very like it. Type of hat as well, very nice. Okay, something like this. Yeah, something like this is good. The eye, that it's like Usopp, this type of glasses like Usopp. It's like a snipe scope. And then these. I like the simplicism as well. Some of the characters that Oda is doing lately, they are more complex, and this guy from the beginning, it has this simplicity of so Oda. Like, it reminds me to Mary, it reminds me to some of the characters, some of the bad guys from that saga, from the Neko, Kuro Neko crew as well. And how he is wearing this very nice kind of cape thing. So yeah, he's gonna have one hand here. So I wanna go backwards about Van Auger, because from what we know, kind of I introduce him a little bit now in a couple of minutes while we're doing this basic sketch, and what I want to say is, let's go backwards, okay? So the last thing that we've seen about him is him with Katerina Devon talking with Caribou. Caribou just showed up there, and he wants to join. He seems to be a fan of BlackBeard. This was very, very unexpected for me. I was hoping that the person that he was talking the whole time, it will be Crocodile. In fact, I'm gonna put up here a video about Caribou and why do I think it's connected to Crocodile. And I have plenty of theories as well about the ancient weapons, etc. And all of them are connecting to Caribou going to quit Crocodile. So I still believe my idea may happen because the following. So Van Auger is taking reference as well as a character from a real pirate, that when the Nassau story happened and everything, and Rogers came into Nassau and offered the pardon to the pirates and everything, there was a pirate called Auger, and he took the pardon, okay, and then he pretended that he was gonna become, honest and everything, but he took a sloop, that he was offered a sloop as a escort to do some jobs for the government and everything, but he continued doing his business. So he was a pirate that later was captured by, I think it was Hornigold, another pirate, very important, very big pirate in Nassau at the time, and this is BlackBeard real pirate time, and he basically he captured this guy, Auger, and yeah, they end up executing him, etc. Like all the pirates happen with all the stories. They end up executing him, and let's see. Just focus here 1 second. And yeah, I think there's like something like last words or something that he said, that as he hoped that everyone who betrayed him or snitched on him and everything would hang and will die, blah blah blah. So he was a bad guy, and probably Oda, to create all those characters, he took the reference from this group of pirates that they were gathering in Nassau, and one of these was Auger, one of these was Hornigold, another one was one pirate called Borges as well, that later he ended up having some conversations and talks with BlackBeard. So there's a lot of real pirate world lore within One Piece, and sometimes Oda uses this as a reference for us to learn a little bit about what the character in One Piece is going to be doing in this fantasy world created from real life references. So because of this mini history lesson in piracy that I explained to you, what I want to depict here is that Auger and the Blackbeard pirates, are real pirates, and Boggy's crew is the crew of real pirates, like it should be, and they are both of Oda's favorite groups in One Piece. This has been said a couple of times about these two groups, okay? That Boggy and Blackbeard are his favorite villains. So let's make fingers here. This is very nice hands he has. Long fingers. Yeah, this one like this will do. And later we will define it a little bit more. So, the pirates, as I explained, I left a note in my Caribou video. If you are watching my Caribou video now or later, you will see that I left a note there after reading the episode, because it was a shock for me, an unexpected surprise for me, the Caribou response. So, if we are talking pirates here, do you think someone, even if it is another pirate, a strong pirate, and crazy, do you think if someone would approach your crew and as a fanboy, oh, I'm a fanboy, and I want you to meet Teach, and I have secrets, and blah, 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 because that's what he's gonna say, that I have secrets about ancient weapons, and I have secrets about the world and everything, because we all know, and everyone is talking about it, he has secrets about Shirahoshi being ancient weapon, the location of Pluton, Nika transformation, all that happens in Wano, blah blah blah, a lot of things that happen in Naked as well. And if you see my theory, I think he's gonna end up kidnapping one of the Vegapunks. Maybe he already has in his swamp one of the Vegapunks, etc. But go and check the video, okay? Now we're talking about Auger, and what I wanna say is, someone like Luffy can say, oh, Bartolomeo, so cool, you're my fan, okay, and accept this. But someone so crazy and bad like BlackBeard, or BlackBeard's group like Van Auger, that he's a planner, I don't think they will care much about it. I hope we see how bad someone like this can be, someone like Auger can be, and I hope he basically disregards Caribou, and he says, oh, you're a fan, whatever, get out of my sight, or I'll kill you. I don't need info about ancient weapons because we already know what we want to know. Something like this. Very, very disregarding him, like disgusting. It's like Caribou is gonna end up very hurt. And I think this first of all, being a little bit selfish here, in my opinion, for myself, being a little bit selfish, this will give more, let's say, more reasoning for my theory to be at the end. But the thing is, I think Caribou can be doing a lot of damage if he ends up going with Crocodile. And if he is a fan, like Bartolomeo, a fan that went sour and he has seen this ugly part of his superheroes, let's say, or his idols, he can go very sour, like, oh, you know, I'm gonna be doing it myself, I'm gonna be talking with this, I'm gonna be negotiating with that, and that could give a lot of game. If Oda goes with the line of he's gonna go up with BlackBeard, and okay, he's gonna give the info and everything, you know, I'm okay with that as well. It's gonna be nice. I'm sure. I love Oda's writing, and so far I didn't find anything in One Piece that I said, oh, this was a completely mistake from Oda's side. So if he decides that that's the route to go, yeah, I'm good with it, and I'm sure it's gonna be super cool. But this channel is for the sake of theorizing, this is for the sake of me talking about ideas and thoughts that I have, and it is very important, I think, for me to express myself and say, I think, even if the obvious is there, that I think Oda likes to play a lot with the characters, and maybe we end up seeing something that is not gonna happen. And yeah, I don't think Devon it's a lovely character. I don't think Van Auger is a lovely character, and on the contrary, I think they are bad guys, and someone that is a fan, even if they have a massive crew, I don't think they would say, oh yeah, come with us, and yeah, let's meet Teach, oh no problem, yes, we're gonna show you, we're gonna introduce you to him, etc. I'm afraid I don't see that happening. I don't see them being Luffy, being Buggy, being Bartolomeo, and all of this. I think they are more rough, they are more aggressive, and they are more without heart, let's say it in this way. Well, I think we have more or less the sketch. Okay, now we will define everything a little bit. Let's go to make the face first. He has this kind of visor here for the sniping. Very, very epic. You know, I love these particularities, and this is what I always say in my videos, that a character that has this kind of details, it is used. This is a sniper, this is the style of that sniper from the movie I said before, the rifle and everything, the cape, this kind of look, and yeah, basically I love when the characters have these kind of particularities. Yeah, the eye is nice like this, looking good. He always does like this sinister look. Okay. All that being said, I want to focus in Van Auger as a character regarding the crew. We don't know anything about that crew, but the thing that I'm noticing lately is that BlackBeard trusts no one. He has plenty of trust issues, because when you are a betrayer like him, you expect betrayal as well from everywhere. So I think he only trusts the guys from the beginning. I'm not gonna go into my Vista theory, but I'm gonna put it here so you can check it out. Vista, I think, is his #1, but he's on a mission of getting Diamonds Hosus fruit. But the guys whom we meet in Mocktown, Borges, Doku, Van Auger, and later on Lafitte as well. Okay, but these guys, I think, are the only ones that he trusts, and the ones that we have from Impel Down, etc., the ones after, like Kuzan as well, he's not gonna trust those ever. It is a very highly explained that we are not Nakama. We are not Nakama. This is, they said it a couple of episodes ago. We have kind of common goals that it will benefit all of us if we do together, but we are not Nakama. And that is a very important thing, and a very important difference with Luffy's crew, okay? Because no one is gonna save anyone, and the other way around, you know? So what I mean with this is, let's just do this 1 second. What I mean with this is, what is going on with this guy? What is going on with this guy? Is he the representation of these mistrusts from BlackBeard? Does, without being ordered, okay, go and do this, is he saying, okay, I don't trust anyone, either, like my boss, I'm gonna go and make sure that the missions are done. So what does he does? A couple of episodes ago, no, like it's like half a year already ago, but we seen it a couple of days ago in the anime. Who is the one who goes with Kuzan, the newest member, let's say, to collect pudding? Does he need help to collect pudding? No. But Van Auger goes anyway, okay? Goes anyway because, as I said, I don't think he trusts anyone. Let's do some details, some nice details here as well. It has this kind of visor. He doesn't trust anyone, so then he goes with Kuzan to make sure that he is gonna do what needs to be done. And then the next time we see him a little bit more, well, they are talking, blah blah blah, in Hachinosu, and he's there as well, next to BlackBeard, very important location, always near to BlackBeard. always paying attention to the plans. And then we see him as well going into the law fight. I don't think this guy even trusts his own nakamas like Doc Q and the rest. So Doc Q, with Stronger, they are flying, they are fighting with Law. Blackbeard is on top, he falls, and then he's sighting like, oh my god, not again. And then he warps. He warps and rescues Blackbeard from falling, and then he warps him again on top of Law, so they can keep fighting, etc, etc, etc. Okay? Very, very interesting. So he's kind of... I don't want to say he's the Sanji, because I have my doubts, like he's like a Sanji or like a Nami. He's kind of making sure all is good. I would dare say he's more like a Sanji in this aspect. He's kind of a man of plans, or even if he's not doing the plans, because I think Lafitte is the man of the plans in that crew. I think he's a Zorro attitude, like I'm gonna make sure that this is done, and no matter what, I'm gonna make sure this is done, okay? So this, some texture, really nice, kind of Victorian, steampunk texture, that I do like this. And then here as well, we have this bit, okay? Looking nice, looking nice. And now, this is gonna be the other hand. This hand is a little bit weird. The position when you draw guns, it is always a little bit tricky. So we have this. And he's gonna shoot like this, a trigger. 1 finger, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Yeah, I think we kind of have this kind of shape there. Oh, not this one too. So yeah, I think he doesn't trust anyone. This happens with Aokichi, and then he's protecting Blackbeard. He's staying with Blackbeard to make sure the plan against Law is done correctly. And then everyone is expecting Lafitte, but with Devon, that I think the mission is Devon's mission there, and he's with Devon as well. He didn't have to do anything. Devon was doing something. She looks like she is taking the reins of this mission there, and that's what it gives me, the impression it gives to me. Okay. And yeah, he is basically there for support. Okay. So it has this very nice lace here. Okay, like this. Okay, this is looking very nice, by the way. I'm talking about the theory, but I'm not talking about the drawing. And yeah, so let's do some lines here like this. Very long neck. Very long neck like this. And this is gonna be black later. I wanna do this is it goes like this inside. So we'll paint it black. All of this is gonna be black later, okay? Good. I'm very happy with this drawing so far. It's looking very nice. And gonna be the arm is like this, and then the cape, this kind of cloak, is going on top of the arm. It's gonna be, this is gonna be black. This is gonna be black. All of this is kind of falling, and then the arm is out, and then it's gonna be falling here at the back. So we have this kind of texture for the back. This is kind of metallic side. I don't know what it is, but it is like a support here at the back. Okay, this is gonna be black as well. We'll paint it black with the little bit thicker. This is all wood, beautiful carved wood, and I love these Oda designs when he does these things. And he has this here on the arms. Yeah, let's actually give a little bit more of speed to this. This is cape, this area, this is cape, 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 cape. Here inside, this is cape, this is cape. Okay. Feel free to tell me in the comments what do you think about Van Auger, about this character, about his presence and everything. And it's gonna be black, and it's gonna be black too, like this. I really like him, and I can't wait to see more and more of the BlackBeard pirates. Oda is showing us a lot of stuff about them, and I'm loving it. To be honest, I'm loving it. Let's change now to 0.4, a little bit thicker. So I was talking about the trust issues that BlackBeard has, and this is represented by Van Auger, and how Van Auger is making sure that all the plans, especially the plans with the new guys in the crew, they are done. And they mention about betrayals and all these things, and I think at some point they are going to be betrayed by one of the newer characters, Aokiji obviously, but I think other characters are going to be betraying each other, like the Rocks things, that they are not Nakama. This is a comparison with the Rocks, that they are not Nakama, they have their own purposes, and I think that's going to show a clash at some point. And I hope this is happening sooner than later. Another important thing I wanted to mention regarding Van Auger and the trust issues is that if you remember in Banaro Island, when they fight with Ace, who is the first person who does not trust the conversation that they are having with Ace and shoots straight away, and even says, even Ace says, I think someone here has no good manners. But Van Auger goes crazy at that moment, tries shooting at him like 3-4 bullets on the chest, that if he wouldn't have had the Mera Mera, he would have been dead. Okay. At that point, fighting Ace, that Ace was offered the Shichibukai position. Okay, so Van Auger is like scared of nothing. We see him in Aokiji when they go for pudding. It's not shown especially like this in the manga, okay, but sometimes in the anime they will give you this nice info about it. He is destroying cracker biscuits. He's destroying those cracker biscuits soldiers. 1 bullet, 1 kill. Luffy, in GR4, wasn't able to do this. It took so much time, and Nami had to wet the biscuits for him to be able to do that. I understand that because Aokiji, these biscuits may be a little bit soft already, and blah blah blah, etc. But what is going on with this guy? Oda has just pumped him so high in the strength level, and I think obviously he needs to do all these things with all the BlackBeard pirates, because they are in theory the final enemy. Very 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 epic character. Talking about the snipers and talking about the fruit warp, he's warping everywhere. We don't know if this is happening consecutively or if this is happening at the same time and he's warping from one mission to another. It could be, but it gives you to understanding that this is not happening like that, because at the end of the episode he says to Katerina Devon, I don't control my power yet, so I can't warp that far. Meaning that he's not able to warp from one island to another island, but he could in the future, or even if he awakens. I don't know if he's going to be awakened or not, if this is going to be important for his storyline, but it could be very interesting. I have this massive theory in my channel as well. I will put it up here about BlackBeard and Shanks, and they will fight, and how BlackBeard is the counterpart of Shanks and he needs to kill him. And if this happens, that I think is most probably that is going to happen, all these guys are going to be fighting the rest of the guys. I don't think all of them are going to die, but it could be very interesting that Usopp never meets the father, like Usopp never sees Shanks again because this guy killed him. That will create a lot of difficulty in Usopp's character. Usopp is a good person, and to having to face a final enemy in a battle, etc. at some point that basically killed your father, or during the fight maybe, because I don't know what type of fight. I see something like this guy warping everywhere, shooting from everywhere, and Usopp, how it's been shown that he's developing a super cool observation haki, the best in the whole crew, and I think obviously he will have as well Conqueror's haki, but it could be that Usopp is going so fast and evading so many attacks and maybe using using all his tools and all his dials, etc, etc, etc. But the emotional type of fight when your father has been killed by this guy and you now need to defeat this guy or kill this guy, I don't think Usopp is gonna kill, but defeat this guy, it can be very shocking, the news, and I see this moment of you are son of Yasopp, it took me ages to kill him, and then Usopp is like, what is going on here? Did you kill my father before I meet my father? That could be crazy. Okay, let's paint this a little bit. This character has plenty of black because the cape, so I'm taking my time while I explain some ideas I have about him, and when I explain some things I want to say about his kind of past and his future happening in the story. But yeah, so this is the back of the cape. It's falling like that. Maybe I should have done it straight. It could have looked nicer. I'll do this part straight like this, like I always do when I do the insides of the capes. I try to not paint it full, so I add a little bit of color, like in this case purple, that his color is purple. But I will do it on this other side. And just add some extra lines just to kind of leave the intention there. But yeah, I was talking and I should have done this like the other way, and here I will do the same as well. Because I just want dark this area here and the hat. So that could be very interesting, like he's warping around, shooting at Usopp. Usopp is evading everything, and then the crisis is that he reveals that he killed the father, and yeah, Usopp needs to go crazy as well about that and needs to fight a lot, and I can't wait to see that fight. I don't know exactly how it's gonna be, but something like this, it could be interesting. And but I don't know how long Oda could do something like that. Yeah, let's hope it's something good. And I have as well my thoughts about everyone is pairing them with the BlackBeard pirates, but maybe they are not actually pair, like, okay, you are the sniper, I fight against the sniper and all these things. Maybe they kind of do things different, and that could be very interesting as well. And I will leave that for another video to talk about some possible matchups in my opinion, but yeah, I think I need to add a little bit extra. Yeah, looking very, very cool. This is looking very, very cool, to be honest. Okay, let's add a little bit of color. Just want to erase, because I want to paint a little bit this in purples, but I want to leave a little bit out to make the skin and everything. So yeah. So we see one of the most epic sentences that he says in the whole story, that it's when Saturn is talking to him, when talking to them, they say, what do you want? What do you guys want? And he says, the world. That is so epic for Van Auger, that it makes him more dangerous, more epic, more top tier pirate and Jonko level pirate. He seems not scared at all about Saturn. That tells me that probably he already had info about Saturn, or they already had info about Saturn. They knew what type of monster he could be, but they didn't have a clear idea, because Devon is asking, "Ooh, what type of power do you have?" And yeah, but they don't seem scared, so they knew already something regarding Saturn. This is blue, but I'm gonna make it a little bit darker to make it cooler. And then the hair is brown, like this. Yeah. I'm very happy with this drawing so far. It's looking very, very, very interesting. Okay, so a little bit of purple for this. The other character that we know that wanted the world is Rocks. So the ship that they have is called the Saber of Shebek. The sword. The saber is a type of sword. The Saber of Shebek. And what is the meaning of this? Is this the meaning? What is the meaning of this? Are you telling us that these guys are the new Rocks? Or are you telling us that these guys are gonna be basically wanting to take Imu's place and destroy the Gorusei, destroy the world, make a world of pirates? That the same thing that they're doing in Hajinosu, but at a grand scale? Yeah, it could be totally logical for me. It's a very pirate thing. BlackBeard was kind of the most famous, or one of the most famous pirates in real life in the world, and he is one of those that he wanted Nassau and everything to be independent as well, and to be an island for the pirates, blah 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 blah. If you read a little bit about Nassau's story and BlackBeard's story, you will see. And he was a good guy first. He was a English man that, you know, he went astray, blah blah blah, and the whole Nassau story happened, and the Charles Bane, etc., etc. So it could be. I'm still waiting for the Charles Bane of BlackBeard in One Piece. That is kind of his prodigy, or one that he wanted to make his heir or something like this. But yeah, anyway, the world. When he says that is very epic. It reveals a lot of info. I think slowly Rocks is being more and more important in the full story, and especially is being more important in the Blackbeard pirates. And yeah, we will see what's gonna happen with that soon. I don't want to speculate too much, because basically I know that at the end of the story it's not gonna be Luffy against Imu. It's gonna be Blackbeard trying to destroy everything, Crocodile trying to destroy everything, Enel trying to destroy everything, Doflamingo trying to destroy everything as well, the Terriobitos and the Marines fighting against these guys, Luffy trying to save as many people as he wants and at the same time defeat the evil. So it's gonna be a little bit of everything at the same time. I don't know if this is gonna be the so-called Ragnarok that Oda is kind of praising that is gonna happen soon, maybe in Elbaf. Yeah, but I'm loving the story at the moment. Egghead, it was meant to be a very small saga, and yeah, what is going on? It is so cool. I'm enjoying it like a kid, to be honest. Let's paint this yellow beach here, this golden decoration. I can't wait to see the weapon, how it works as well, and how all those things he's gonna be kind of using it against Usopp. This is gonna be very, very epic. So this is kind of golden. Then we have the wood. Like this. This is golden as well, I missed it. Okay. And what I said before as well regarding this episode, the latest episode, I don't think Auger's mission was to be there. I think he went and he warped there, or slowly he was warping there because he didn't trust Katerina Devon to do the mission. I will make another video about Katerina Devon at some point. I don't think, just to talk about some concepts, I don't think her mission or these two guys' mission was to touch Saturn. We don't know that Saturn is there until very after they are already there. So I think they are going for egghead related stuff. I think they are going for one of the Vegapunks, as I explained in my Vegapunk video and in my Caribou video. I think they are going for Seraphins. They are going for technology of this sort. Okay, maybe they could even be looking for the books that from O'Hara, that maybe he could have realized that the books, some info about the books were there with Vegapunk, things like this. So the rifle is like this, and now this is kind of reddish like this. Very beautiful weapon. Very beautiful weapon. I'm gonna make how he's sitting on a rooftop. I'm gonna make this brown like this. Yeah, looking good. And I think it's time to add a little bit more of black. Okay. I think Devon's mission was to probably gather info about the Vegapunk experiments, gather info about giantification as well, gather info about the pacifistas, and basically, yeah, I think they may have been interested in getting or kidnapping one of the Vegapunks. I have this theory about Shaka. Check my video about Shaka. I'm gonna put it up here as well. I have this video about Shaka that I think Shaka is the bad guy. That he's manipulating Jorg, and basically he looks like a character that may end up being with the BlackBeard pirates. And I always thought that when the BlackBeard pirates were gonna leave, when Blackbeard was gonna leave, because I thought Blackbeard was here too, then Shaka will come up from one of the corner, revealing that he's not dead, wearing the second Daft Punk character helmet, and yeah, he will join for the better good, because he is good. For the better good is if it's gonna be okay if we destroy the world, because I'm like a Terminator. And yeah, that could be very interesting. I think that's still gonna happen, and probably what they had already was conversations with Shaka, and as we see, Jorg, Egghead, Stella talking with the government. We have Shaka calling Dragon. He may have been calling as well these guys to sell information for the greater good, and that could be very interesting, because what Dragon wants to destroy the Tenryubito and the world government and blah blah blah, not the Marines, the Tenryubito system. These guys, if they want the world, that's what Imu has. So it's basically the same goal, but different means. And in the flashback in O'Hara, what Vegapunk says to Doflamingo, to Dragon, is the same. He say, okay, so we have the same goal, you and I. So he wants as well to make sure that these guys in top of the world, they are good guys, not these bad guys. They want the same, but you don't have money. He says, I'm not gonna go with you because you don't have money. So he decides to stay with them because he has a lot of funding there and he can do a lot of experiments there. So yeah, I believe probably one of the Vegapunks, I believe Shaka, already contacted as well as he contacted Dragon. He contacted BlackBeard and he said, hey, BlackBeard, my friend, I'm gonna die, so come and pick me up if you want. And yeah, he sends this to you guys. He sends this to you guys because he already knows what is coming to Egghead. He already has clues about everything, and it wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. And BlackBeard needs some ancient weapons and some poneglyphs and Void Century info that Vegapunk can provide. This is looking so cool, and I'm telling you that maybe, as I say, I'm saying one of my favorite drawings, maybe. Yeah, so cool. I think I'm done. I think I'm finished here. It's looking very nice. I'm gonna paint this a little bit black. I like it more darker. I'm not sure if it is purple or black, but I'm gonna make it black. It looks more ominous to me if it is black. Yeah, something like this. Okay. Yeah, feel free to tell me in the comments what do you think about all of this, and yeah, because to be honest, I don't think their idea was to touch Saturn. I think this came by chance, by luck, by fate, because this is the fate character. This is fate, and it is telling you, we came here for another mission, Vegapunk related. We wanted to do this with Vegapunk. This is Devon, Devon's mission. I came to support, but what lucky we are, and we've seen Sia Saturn, and Devon has touched him, and that means that now she can transform into him, blah blah blah, etc. I think that it goes beyond that. I think there is no two exactly fruits in the world, so probably Devon, what she can do is not only clone like Bone Clay, like Mr. Chu. It needs to have more. It needs to have more. If the mission that they had is that we already know that Luffy's group is going there, we're gonna go there as well at the same time, and we are gonna touch Nico Robin, because Devon, being a mythical fruit, because mythical fruit, it's like a supermassive superpower. It can have multiple different powers. So just imagine if Nico Robin, that we don't know what happened to her, who fought against her to leave her like that. It seems to be that it's Jork, but I don't see Jork being as a strong character. So what if these two guys already encountered Robin, they left her unconscious somehow, Katarina Devon is so strong, he's a level 6 person, he may have knocked her out or something, touch her. And what about maybe the mythical Nine Tails fruit is to clone everything. It is actually a full clone, duplicate of Nico Robin, or in this case Saturn, that he knows things, like maybe when she transforms in Nico Robin, she's able to read the poneglyphs, have a lot of knowledge about Ohara, know many things about the Straw Hats, but only while she's transformed. And when she de-transforms, maybe she forgets about everything. He's like, oh, I don't know what I was doing. And with Saturn the same. She could transform into Saturn, and oh, what is happening with this? I'm gonna give these orders to this. I'm gonna do this to that. I know all the names of everyone, but when she distransforms, she forgets about everything. That could be a turnaround for the character. That could be something that it is not just a duplicate, because it is very weird, yeah, that one is a duplicate, Pizarro is kind of a duplicate as well of Pika, and all of these things. So they need to have an extra. These fruits needs to go the extra mile, and more being a mythical swan, like is the Nine-Tailed, the Kyuubi. And yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if now Devon can transform into Robin, and while transformed, she's able to read the poneglyphs. So she copied as well the wisdom of the character, the intelligence of the character, maybe something like that. It could be interesting. I would talk about this in another video and everything, because we finished already for today. But all these things about pudding, having to awaken the eye to read the poneglyphs, blah blah blah, and all these things. Even if BlackBeard it's very learned in history and anthropology and archaeology, because that's his kind of niche, that doesn't mean at all that he knows how to read poneglyphs. And yeah, so let's do the eye. So yeah, we will see what's gonna happen with that, but we will leave it for another video, because for today we finished already. Okay, this is just some bombs I wanted to drop there, so you can kind of have some ideas for things that I may talk in upcoming videos. Okay, so this is DavidViadel23, DavidViadel23, and this is the Mandragon's Cave. I hope you enjoyed the video, I hope you enjoyed the theory and the drawing, and feel free to write in the comments what do you think about this character, about this crew, these last minute surprises and everything. And yeah, let's open a little bit of theory. I'm open to enter in conversation and see what we can find out about these guys. Okay, I'm looking forward to see the episode as well, coming out soon. And yeah, more videos coming in a couple of days. Okay, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.